Everyone, it's Emily Fox. Today's video is going to be my first challenge of 2020. If you don't know, one of my goals this year is to make myself struggle through a reading challenge at least once a month. Some of them will be monthly challenges. Some of them, like today, are going to be more of a reading vlog for a week, attempting something. So for my first one, I thought we would start kind of easier, not too difficult. I wanted to read 5 children classics that I have never read. So I don't know if it's because I grew up speaking French, but these were not a thing in my life, and I feel like I've been missing out and I really wanted to read them. So I'm gonna quickly mention what they are, and oh my gosh. Different day, same squirrel. I am being harassed by a squirrel. You're probably gonna see it during the vlog because it's always there scaring me. But let me go through all 5 of them quickly so you can see what awaits us. I have Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli. I can't say anything because I know absolutely nothing, so there's that. And then we have Where the Red Fern Grows by Wilson Rawls. And I am fairly sure this one is sad because I have like that feeling because there's a dog. Every time there's a dog in a book, they kill it and you just cry. So I have a feeling I would cry with this one. So we're definitely gonna keep that one for like towards the end so my feelings are not hurt right away. Slash, it's a little bit bigger than the other ones. It has 282 pages, but I mean, it's a children's book, so it's not gonna be that bad. And I didn't mention it, but Stargirl has 183 pages. Then we have Matilda. I have never read Matilda, and I have seen a movie a couple times growing up because obviously, who hasn't? Little girl that loves books. Obviously, I really wish I had read this as a kid, but again, it wasn't a thing for me. And it has 240-ish pages. It seems to be written pretty big. I don't even know why I'm saying the pages. It happens sometimes, I get on a kick. But I'm very, very excited to read that one. I'm fairly sure I'm going to enjoy that. I mean, let's be real, I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy all of these, but you never know. Then we have Charlotte's Web by E.B. White, which is about a spider, right? 184 pages. And then last but not least, we have A Wrinkle in Time, which I believe came out as a movie. I haven't seen the movie. Haven't read the book. It has 245 pages-ish. Essentially, my goal is to read all of these this week, which I'm not really afraid. I mean, 5 books seems like a lot, but since they are children books, they're fairly short. They should be very quick read. And I'm really hoping I will get to put myself in the mind of a child and just enjoy them. And hopefully I find some favorites. I'll let you know towards the end of the week and throughout, obviously, how it went, the best, the worst ones. Although, I don't think there's going to be a worse one. So if I have to choose one to start with, let's go with the shortest one because why not? It doesn't seem to be... I don't want to start with this one because I know I'm going to cry. And now I have a feeling some of you are probably looking at this and they're like, girl, your feelings, they're about to get hurt too because this is sad. Hopefully it's not. But yeah, let's start with Charlotte's Web. I feel like it's going to be one hell of a week. So let's do this. Okay, so I just finished Charlotte's Web, which was actually really good. I didn't know what to expect because I don't read a lot of middle grade books, like ever. Probably on BookTube I read like 1 ever since I started. I just never feel like they're satisfying enough, and it's probably because, again, I never read them, but I had been told that like children's book can be really great with like having great lessons and you can do anything in them, right? So I was actually really pleasantly surprised. This was actually really cute. You can see I did put a few post-its. I thought there was some really nice like lessons for children in here, but also things that I feel like as an adult can be kind of funny. Like for example, at one point the little pig thinks to himself, I'm less than 2 months old and I'm already tired of living, and I'm like but there are also some really great lessons, like I was saying. Like for example, another quote was, no pig ever had true friends, and he realized that friendship is one of the most satisfying things in the world. And I think that for a kid this is really cute. I thought it was going to be more sad because that's literally all I had been told, and it is, but at the same time it wasn't something that made me cry. I feel like some of the other books I do want to read eventually will definitely make me cry. But yeah, this was actually really cute. I liked that the writing was not, it didn't feel like it was just for kids, and it was actually kind of long, even though, I mean, it is less than 200 pages, but I feel like for a kid that would be like something really long to read. Anyway, pleasantly surprised. I'm not sure what rating I will give to any of these really, but positive. That's the thing I'm going to say. I actually am pleasantly surprised. I am enjoying this. More like I did enjoy this. And now I will probably be reading Wrinkle in Time, which was voted for on Patreon. And it became a movie, was it last year? So I do want to read it and then watch the movie and be able to tell, you know, if I enjoy it or not. That one is a bit longer. I think it's about 250 pages. So that's going to be my next read. I think it's going to take me longer to read than it did this one. But yeah, I will have to think about this a little bit more. I probably will do like a recap at the end. I did put my name on the waiting list at my library for Matilda, the audiobook, because I do read a lot of my books as audiobooks. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to get to it before the end of the week because I thought about this like last minute. I was hoping I would have time to read like all of them this week, but I'm realizing it's probably not going to happen because we're like already day 2 and I just finished one and that was the shortest one. So yeah, we're going to attempt at least to finish another one. Hopefully I can even start a third one. And worst case scenario, I am enjoying this enough that I think I will be doing this another time, whatever, throughout the year. So yes, so far so good. Now I'm going to start number 2. Good morning. I started book number 2. So first book was about friendship between a peg and a girl and then eventually a spider. And now I'm starting A Wrinkle in Time, which clearly bookmark. Who ever actually uses a bookmark? I have never read this book. Obviously, that's the theme of the video, right? But I also have never watched a movie, which I probably should to try and compare, but I'm about like 50 something pages into it, and so far it seems to be more about an odd family, and I think they're gonna go and save their dad who like disappeared. And good news for me is that I also wanted to read Matilda, and I usually go through a lot of my books as audiobooks throughout the week, and I had put my name on the waiting list and I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get it on time, but I just got it this morning. So I'm going to be doing this today too, whenever I can, when I get ready and stuff throughout the week. So I should be able to finish these 2 this week. So that's the good news. I was very worried. But yeah, I'm curious to see how it's going to compare because once again, I've never read it. But I have seen the movie when I was a kid. I loved it. And I don't know how close the book is to the movie. So yeah, I'm very curious to compare them. So I'll update you once I have finished at least one of them. Okay, so we are now Sunday morning. I should have done this yesterday, but I was so stressed trying to finish this reading vlog. So I have officially finished 3 books. I'm going to go through them very quickly. I mean, not this one. We've already talked about it. Great book about friendship. Actually, you can't really tell, but I'm wearing I totally got this shirt for this video. Don't grow up. Come on. Last time we were talking, did I finish this book or not? Matilda, I was able to get the audiobook from my library. I did go through the audiobook, but I also was looking at the pictures in this edition. They're really, really cute. And this was really cute. I was so happy that the book was actually, but more that the movie was so close to the book because I did grow up watching the movie a few times and really, really enjoyed it, obviously, as a kid. I haven't rewatched it, but from what I remember, the best scenes are still in there, which is great. The only thing that bugged me a little bit as an adult was the fact that Miss Honey, she's what, 22, 23? And she treats Matilda, who is 5 and something, like an equal. And I understand that Miss Honey had a rough childhood and everything. And as a kid, I didn't really notice how, well, I don't think it's as bad in the movie, but in the book it's very, very obvious and it's a little disturbing. Overall, still really, really enjoy this. I will need to rewatch the movie and it was great. Definitely recommend it. The audiobook was also really great because it was narrated by Kate Winslet, right? So that was good. So that's number 2, which I gave 5 stars to, 5, 5. And then I had started but not finished yet A Wrinkle in Time, which I did finish. I did not have time to watch the movie though. I probably will eventually. I think this is my least favorite of the 3. I'm giving it 4 stars, so that's still really, really good, especially since I tend to be quite harsh with my ratings. I'm a little surprised because this is the only fantasy one in here, and well, yeah. Can't say these are that realistic either, but this is, you know, more of a traditional fantasy book. 2 children that are a little weird that go and find their dad in essentially parallel universe. And I overall really enjoyed it. But the main thing I really wanted to talk about is the fact that the vocabulary in this book is so great. And English is not my first language, but when I think about children's book, I don't necessarily think about books that will teach you that many new words. And it should be that way. So I'm really, really glad that, you know, my idea of children's book is completely wrong. And I highly would recommend this book to anyone that wants to teach their kids more word, or if you are trying to learn English, for example, this book would not be a bad way. Children's book would actually not be a bad way of doing it. And I'm overall quite impressed. It didn't feel like, I mean, they do feel a little bit like children's book, but not in a bad way. They're very accessible, and I am glad that actually this little reading challenge, this little experiment, kind of changed my mind a little bit about children's book, because I'm usually not a big middle grade reader. I probably have read, what, like 2 ever since I started BookTube, and I am now converted. It's probably still not going to become my all-time favorite genre or thing to read, but as we saw, and I'm going to bring you to look at my pile a little in a second, I have more to read, so I'm thinking about doing this again. Probably not right now, because for February I'm doing a reading challenge. It's like every week I'm reading a different bookshelf, and my shelves are separated based on a genre. So for example, one week I'll read just classics, for example. Another one could be just adult fantasy or something like that. So I don't have a shelf for children's books, so it's probably not going to happen, but I will be doing this again throughout the year at one point for sure. So let me go and show you the other ones that I have, so you can vote which ones you might be interested in seeing in a different second edition of this challenge. This is where I have been putting them. So those are the 3 that I did read. So these are done. I don't know exactly how many pages. I'll put it on the screen how impressive that was to read in a week. And those are the ones that I currently have that could be part of a second challenge. I really thought I was going to be able to read all 5, but really that wasn't realistic. But those are my other options. So read, not read yet, but probably will before the end of the year, hopefully. So let me know if there's any of these books that you think I should try and get to ASAP. Thumbs up, subscribe if you don't want to miss any other reading challenges, because like I mentioned, I'm doing a different one every month for the whole year. I will be putting more videos on the screen that I recommend you check out, and I shall see you in my next video. Bye.